there was this brand, it's a big brand, I'm not going to name anyone, and trust me, I do not mean Unacademy at all. This is not about Unacademy, because the last time I mentioned about this incident, there were many comments flowing in saying that ma'am is talking about Unacademy. I'm not talking about them, okay? This is someone else. I'll tell you how it happens when you are just beginning your journey as a YouTuber and you are a content creator. You've heard all these things that brands approach you and things like these happen to you. You're excited about these things, okay? You're very excited about them. The first time you get a call like this or you get an email like this where a big known brand is coming forward and speaking to you, you feel excited, and that's how it happens with everyone. It happened with me as well. So I was quite excited, and I received this email from an agency, and they approached and they said that we have a client and we want to talk about that client with you, and we are going to create all these series of videos, and we don't want them to be published on your channel. We would want you to create videos for their channel, okay? And this is something that goes on YouTube a lot. So how it happened was, this agency approached me. I was obviously excited, and I said we would definitely get on a call and discuss these things. And we got on a call, and the call was also scheduled in a very professional manner, and there were many people involved. A huge production team was involved. And I was under this impression, that something big is happening in my life. I was actually excited about it. We got on a call and we scheduled the call 2 days in advance, and everybody was ready with their timings and everything. And we discussed about the script, we discussed about the number of videos and the different topics of the videos and so many things. Then they promised that they're going to get back with a script, well-written script, and I'm supposed to be using my own setup and everything for the video. I will be creating it, and post-production will be done by them. First of all, these people were late with the script, okay? They had a deadline, but they were late with the script, okay? Fine, no problem. I was anyway busy with my life. I was waiting that I will receive a script and I will start working on it later on, okay? After I receive the script. So suddenly, these people were out of their sleep, and they came back with a script for me, okay? And now this time, I remember there was another call that was scheduled, okay, to discuss the script. And of course, I was obviously excited for it. And honestly, there was good money involved in it, okay. So anyway, we were ready and we got on the call. And the call took more than 1 hour. And I remember we were talking for a huge length of time, and we discussed on the clothing, what am I going to be wearing for all those videos, how am I going to be shooting all those videos, how are the lights going to be, and how is this and how is that going to be, all that stuff, okay. After that, the call got over and I received the first script. My God, okay, so the biggest problem happened when there was this script, okay, that was written word to word, and I was supposed to memorize the script and speak, basically not using even a single word of my own, okay. I was supposed to read through the script all throughout the video, so everything had to be according to them. Now there's a problem with me. I am a person who speaks from the heart, and that is the only way I know. I am not Deepika Padukone. I cannot learn and memorize a script and create something with full emotions and full drama. I can't do that. I have to learn those things, and it was a 4 or 5 page script. Huge script, huge. Acha khair. Anyway, I started, okay. Now, when I sent them my first clip, they said that we want to see the first small clip, and of course, you could be doing the rest of it in parts, and we will club those parts together and we'll make one single video out of it. Okay, fine. So I sent them the first part. Now the problem that arose was that, Alina, you're not sounding natural. You're not natural in the script. You are speaking like a robot. You don't know, your expressions are not nice, and we are not getting that feel. We are not getting that vibe. When we saw your channel, we got that vibe from you. You were so natural. Your audience could connect well with you. Now through this video, we are unable to connect with you. You're not sounding natural. Abhi, I am saying, Baba, how can I sound natural when I am actually not natural at that time? I have my words running here and I'm trying to speak and learn those words and speak those words in front of the camera. I can't do that. Okay, I am not an artist. I'm a content creator. I create from my heart, and that's how I do it, and that's what I'm good at. I'm not good at reading scripts. So anyway, something like that happened, and they outrightly rejected my script. They said this does not work for us. I shot, and for this clip, I'm telling you, I had spent more than 1 hour on my makeup, at least 1.5 hours on remembering and trying to memorize the stuff. Okay, going through the script and trying to learn it up and everything. Then I spent so much time clicking the pictures of my rooms and everything so that they could finalize a setup, they could finalize the background of the video. Okay, then I had sent them pictures of my clothes and everything. Again, that took a lot of time. So basically I spent around 4 hours on creating this short clip for them, which was hardly 40-50 seconds. Okay, and they rejected it. Then fine, I cannot tell you how tense I was with this work, because I wanted this to work, because this was my big project and I wanted it to work, because obviously everybody wants to do something nice, right? When they are working, they want good breaks. So this could have been a nice break for me. I wanted to do it. Okay, fine. I could not sleep well that night. I'm telling you, I was so anxious, I could not fall asleep. अच्छा, उसके बाद क्या हुआ? They said that fine, you can't be using our script, you use your own words, but the idea should be same. मैंने कहा ठीक है, I will be able to do that. Okay. Then the other day again, I sat down with all the makeup and everything. I again did all of that. I again got myself ready, decorated my face and sat down with all the clothes and lights and everything. I shot that again, and I shot the entire video that day. I shot the entire 5-page video that day, 5-page script video that day, and I sent it to them. I'm telling you, I started around 9 o'clock in the morning with the makeup and all. Yeah, so everything together, 10 o'clock, maybe 10ish. Okay, and it finished at around 9 o'clock in the night. 12 hours I gave to this one thing. Okay, I did not do anything else. I was busy, of course, with this. I could not shoot any of my own stuff. I could not study, because that is something I do every single day. I study, I shoot my own stuff, I write my scripts, I work on my scripts. I do so much for my channel. I could not do anything that day, of course, which is fine. All right, happens. But when I sent those clips to them, and the transfer was another issue, because obviously there were too many files and there were too many cuts, and these people, they saw it, and again they said, we are not getting that vibe from you, and this does not work for us. Okay, and this is all happening without me receiving one single rupee from them, nothing at all. Of course, because I had trust on them that of course they are going to, this is a known brand, they are going to make the payment, so why do worry about money? All of this happened. Then there was another last day. I tried again, and again they said, finally they said that we don't like any of this, and we cannot carry on with this. And I said, and you know what, by that time I was so frustrated listening to all that shit about myself, that despite being, ये होता है ना, you are doing your best and you really want something to work out, you really want it, and you're giving your best, you're trying so hard, and the other person is just, he's so I can't tell you how angry I feel on that guy. The language he used, oh my god, I cannot tell you how furious I was at that person. But anyway, they are clients, you're not supposed to misbehave with them. They can misbehave with you, I guess. That was something I learned that day, because he was rude. He was definitely rude. And if even he watches this video, I'm sure he's going to understand. I don't care. Anyway, he was rude, and I was furious. I wanted to call it off. But this agency was involved, because of which I thought that, if I'm not gonna do their job, this agency, these people are gonna be affected, because this agency has this as a client, and basically this agency has gotten in touch with me, and if I say no to the brand, it will bring a bad name to the agency. Otherwise, I would have called it off. I swear I would have called it off by that time. But then finally, this woman, this was a very sweet person, she called me up and she said that, Alina, we see that you are really tortured, and I apologize on their behalf, the way they are behaving with you. I'm so sorry, I cannot tell you how bad I feel about it. And I really want to, I want to ask you, how do you want to go ahead with this? This is how she asked me. I said, honestly, I don't want to carry on with this, but since it is you involved in the middle, I'm gonna somehow do this, because you must have made a promise to them and they have a deadline, and because of them you must be having your own deadline, and you don't want to lose your client, so I understand. Anyhow, that's how it happened. Finally, this woman said that if you don't want to do it, then let me ask them. And then she got back saying that, they also don't wanna. I think all of this happened on a single phone call where she asked me. I said I don't want to do it, but I will do it, and she said that they're also okay calling it off. I was relieved. I said fine, let's wrap it up, and that's how it ended. There were a few more things that happened later on, which I'm not gonna talk about in this video, but all I can say is that that was one of the most disturbing 3-4 days of my life. One of those, that set of 4-5 days where I was working with these people. The agency woman was very nice. She was very nice. She was very helpful. But this brand, I don't know what these people were proud of. But of course, it ended on a very, very bad note. And finally, the last email that went out wasn't very friendly one. The one that I sent when I was calling it off, and I was saying thank you, and why you say whether you mean it or you don't, you say a thank you, right, while ending something with someone. That's how it happened, and it got over. So that was all about it. Sometimes things like these happen. You really can't have control over everything that goes on with your life, and this is one of those things. I learned my lesson. I really feel that sometimes you do things which push you out of your comfort zone, and you do them because they are pushing you out of your comfort zone. You feel that they are good for your growth, and they will make you strong. But the point is that sometimes you need to know the difference between pushing out of the comfort zone and being absolutely out of the way arrogant with someone. And if somebody is misbehaving with you, you should absolutely call it off. Absolutely call it off. There is no point being pushed out of your comfort zone in that manner. That is what I learned in that particular instance. And I am not going to see something like this in future. I've made a promise to myself. I hope you learned something through this video. I'm going to wind it up now. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if what we did and how I handled it was right or not according to you. And if you were in my place, how could you have handled this differently? That is something I would want to know from you. Okay? Thank you. Bye.